Good Friday afternoon, class. I hope everyone is doing well. For week three's video, I'm experimenting with a variety of different things: PowerPoint, QuickTime, iMovie, and YouTube. So we'll see how this goes, but I just wanted to send you a quick video here with some announcements and reminders. First of all, thank you for an awesome session on Wednesday. I came away from that session just feeling inspired. I learned a ton. I was proud of you all for the really rich and thoughtful ways you moved the discussion forward. And I just had a blast. So I hope you did as well. And I wanted to just start out with a big thank you because I thought it was an excellent session, a really quality learning experience. So thank you so much for that. Just a little bit of a recast of some of the announcements that I put forward during that session so you have them here. Your LCAP essay was graded, and you should be able to find 3 items of feedback: your grade in terms of the points you received or earned, my feedback separate from your document, and then my comments actually within your document. And this was a new way of doing this through Blackboard for me. And I know there was a little bit of confusion about how to access the comments. If you have any questions about that, let me know or post it to our discussion forum to let your fellow classmates help you access the comments, because I can't see it from your perspective when I go into Blackboard. And if this is not a good way for me to provide feedback to you all, please let me know and I'm happy to make that change. Also, Discussion Forum 2 has been graded with feedback as well, so you have access to that now. Excuse me. So after our session on Wednesday, I posted Discussion Forum 3. So you now have access to that, and I would encourage you all to take a look at that now, well before the due date, because it's rather robust. There's a lot of things that I'm asking you to think about, do, and write before actually posting. And the purpose behind these discussion forums is really to get you in communication with one another and get you to engage deeply with the content related to the course. And you've been doing a great job, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you have to say, especially after Wednesday's session. So I look forward to that. And again, DF3 is due Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Our next face-to-face session is June 8th, and this is going to be with Dr. Richard Lyons. And next week, I'm going to send you some more information to get prepared for that. In addition to, just some announcements, things to be thinking about before we go into that session. So just be prepared for that. Again, I can't emphasize enough, make sure that you are being conversant with that syllabus. You're taking it out, looking at it periodically throughout the weeks to know what's coming up when, how do you need to be doing some pre-planning, because a lot of these assignments that are coming up do require a lot of pre-planning and pre-thought. If you have any questions at all about any elements of the syllabus, please let me know. And in particular, about your future studies project, and the proposal is also due this coming Wednesday. So if you have questions about that, let me know. More about that in a moment. So that last background image was a photo of some sketch notes that I created during our session this past Wednesday with Dr. Klinsky. I wanted to take a few moments toward the end of this video to talk more about the Futures Studies project and the various parts and components of that. Coming up, due this coming Wednesday, is your proposal. And the reason why I've stepped this project out into so many parts is to get you working on it early and to help you ward off against procrastination. These parts are meant to build upon one another and are meant to give you writing and thinking and ideas to place into that final paper and the other final iterations of the Future Studies project. So you might think, for example, about your part one, the proposal, as a space where you can start to draft an introductory section of that final paper. Again, the purpose of this project is to get you thinking as someone who can create the future of some topic within the community college and under one of the three umbrellas that are the three major topics for this course. And of course, those are adjunct faculty, technology in a very broad sense, and then workforce and economic development. So the point of part one is to get you sort of early announcing what it is that you'd like to explore in terms of a subtopic. And that is due and coming up this Wednesday of this coming week. There's no page or word count parameter for this assignment, but thoroughly explain your plans. And also, once you've crafted this proposal, it doesn't lock you into that particular topic. So you can have the freedom to change it as you need, as you go, as you develop more interests, as you discover more things that you might want to write about. The next thing that you will do in part two is to start doing some research. Depending on your topic, you may need to look into a variety of different kinds of resources. For example, journal articles, books, news articles, blogs. It just really depends on what your topic is in terms of where you're going to go for information on this. If you're interested, for example, in something like MOOCs and developmental education, you're not probably going to find a ton of contemporary information in journal articles. More so, you'll be finding information in news articles. That's just one example. Part three gets you thinking about what futures studies actually is. It's about creating the future. It's about using past information to build an ideal future. It's not necessarily about predicting the future. It's more proactive than that. Part four asks you to create an annotated final paper outline. So your final paper must include 5 sections, which are outlined on page 9 of the syllabus: the introduction, literature review, methods, ideal futures, and summary or conclusion sections. Now, the assignment asks you to write as little as 1 sentence and as much as 1 paragraph under each outline heading. Now, it would not be a good idea for you to just write 5 sentences for this particular assignment. You want to, within this broad outline of 5 big sections of your paper, you want to create a number of what the APA calls level 2 and level 3 headings to sort of help you get organized for this paper and think about creating headings in accordance to that outline. So actually you probably will have a number of subheadings under each of these 5 large headings. And in the final iterations of this project, you're going to create a multimedia presentation that's sort of a standalone artifact that communicates to an audience about what you did within this project, within this paper. That can be a Prezi, PowerPoint, digital story, what have you. You'll also be creating that final paper, which is fully outlined within the syllabus on page 9. And then finally, as a part of our final face-to-face meeting, we're going to be hosting a poster session, which I am calling the Community College Futures event, and we'll be talking more about that as we go. But again, refer to the syllabus and my narration of this project often. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Also think that on our session face-to-face on June 8th, I'm going to dedicate some time to kind of talking us through this particular assignment and hopefully be able to handle and field any questions that you may have. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be in touch as needed. Remember, you've got some assignments due this coming Wednesday, and then we'll be meeting up again in, I think it is 8 days. So not this Saturday, tomorrow, but the following Saturday, we'll have our next face-to-face meeting. If you need anything between now and then, you know how to contact me. Thanks, everyone.